Hi guys, welcome back to the train layout. Today I have a brand new update for you all. This update is going to be a big update, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. As you can tell, the town area of my layout has changed a lot, and I think it looks a lot better than the way I had it before. This area right here with the residential area and the row of buildings used to be the bus yard. Now I wasn't happy how I utilized the space because I just felt like I just wasted a lot of space that I could have used for real estate or structures. But now with replanning, this is how it came out, and I'm really proud how it did. And if we look toward the back, I have the double track main line that actually runs through the city rather than behind it. So there's roads on either side of the tracks, and on the far side you'll have a row of buildings that I moved. And in some buildings I put people, as you can see there. People working on that building. And events happening at this building. See, look at that. Doesn't that look a lot better? Now, if we pan around, here is going to be the new bus yard that used to be the store's parking lot, or one of the stores, I should say. It's going to be a little smaller, but the buses will still have a place to rest up between runs. Now if we pan to the right, here is another scene I'm very proud of. Here is the first station on the layout. If you remember, I used to have a station over there, but I wasn't happy where it was. So I relocated it and modified it to here. And this is loosely based on the Quincy Amtrak station in Illinois. A station I have traveled through many times because I have a cousin who lives there. So things I loosely modeled. There's the crossing before the station. And there's a row of trees and a curve that the train rounds before arriving at the station. Doesn't it look great? And I'm very happy how this turned out. I even added a couple conductors ready to board the train. So that's very neat. Here is another scene on the layout that I'm very proud of. This is the main train station. So as you can remember, the station part that's closest to your screen used to be where the old first station was. Now it's over here. And the second station building, the one farthest away from you, used to be on the other side of this track. Now it looks a lot better on that side because you can see all the little people I put waiting for the train. Here, I'll give you a better look. Another thing I did was add a major roadway, a 6-lane highway. As you can see, it's filled with vehicles waiting for the trains to go by, and I think it came out very nice. Sorry, that's my shadow. There's the parking lot for the station. Now the parking lots you see closest to your screen used to be the ones for the convenience stores, which are now over there. So I decided to leave it. I think it looks just as good. A weak point of my layout is I never had good lighting, and the good lighting I did have were in spaces that weren't that interesting. Now on this part of the layout, I finally finished the train yard, and I think it turned out great. It's a 4-track freight yard plus 1 track for the passenger siding. This yard is supposed to represent the West Quincy BNSF yard before the Quincy train station. Of course I can't make it that big, but I can still replicate it. This track closest to you is for the Amtrak train to lay over before its morning run. And these are all Bachmann DCC onboard switches, except for this one, because I won't really need to use the remote. I just use my finger to switch it back and forth. And here is the engine track where the quote-unquote shunters, or road switchers, or whatever you want to call them, will rest between jobs. And instead of me buying the Bachmann Hayes bumpers, I bought Pico bumpers that I had to assemble myself. They weren't that hard though. The only downside is I ordered them off Amazon and they took about 2 to 3 weeks to get here, but it was all worth it. So yeah, that's what's been happening on my layout. Oh, and I added a station right there. And over there, I just relocated the trees. I'll probably get more trees just for that area right there. So yeah. So that's the update for you all. So for my birthday, I ordered 3 Bachmann DCC and Sound locomotives. So let's see what I got. And of course bubble wrap came with this, I just wanted to get it out of the way. So we got a bunch of literature. Alright, first thing I got is a Norfolk Southern GP 40. A Norfolk Southern GP 38-2. And the Crème de la Crème. The one that I'm very excited for. I bet you guys know where I got that term from. I bought a steam locomotive, a Nickel Plate Road 765 Berkshire locomotive. Look at it, it's amazing. And if you saw my recent train show video, I do have footage of this locomotive, and I put the title somewhere along the lines of, I will get this eventually. Well, guess what? I have it right now. Alright guys, I gotta get it to class. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. And before I forget, I'm actually not going to review these locomotives just because I have a huge workload on top of me, working a part-time job and doing 2 college classes. The 2 college classes I'm taking feel like 4 college classes, so it really needs my attention. Besides, there are many reviews of these locomotives already online that will go into specific detail. Plus, I don't know a lot about steam engines, just basic stuff. And the 2 diesel engines are pretty much straightforward. However, I will make this up by doing demo videos so you guys can hear the sounds. Alrighty guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Goodbye.